Today's lunch looks good. Saying that to myself is sad. I'm Taichi Tanabe. I love making and eating food. My hobbies are cooking and eating out. I'm too passionate about food. People usually get a little freaked out when I talk. I put sukiyaki sauce in these eggs. A lot of brands make this sauce, but my favorite is this one. Oh.
That's cool. Wow.
I failed to make friends at this high school, too.
The new product looks good.
Showa-san's so cute. This is Runa Showa. Her father owns Jerk Toiletries, so she's rich. I had no friends and never talked to girls, so I've never spoken to her. But I was happy watching her smile from afar. She's rich, but she's not arrogant. She always has friends around her and she must be nice. I heard a lot of guys told her they like her, and I want to someday too. Would it be weird if I told her I liked her? If only I were good looking. Time passed as I remained frustrated. Runa Showa, I've always liked you. Please go out with me. Graduation day. I finally decided to tell her, expecting nothing to come of it. We were going to different colleges, so I figured this was my only chance.
What? Gross. I really can't.
What? What I heard was so different from the Showa-san I had imagined.
I noticed you looking my way and thought it was weird. The way you talk about food creeps me out. Expensive food is fine, but I'd never go out with an otaku that likes poor people food.
If I had any friends, I might have found out about her terrible personality. But I don't have friends. I had to go through this pain to know the truth about her. Time passed. I was 24. Due to the trauma from high school, I had lost my passion for food. I went through college listlessly. I had a hard time finding a job. In the end, I ended up getting hired by some frozen food manufacturer that I randomly applied for. I wanted to avoid food-related jobs because of my trauma, but I couldn't be unemployed. Now I work in product development at Hanamaru Frozen Foods.
Tanabe, this proposal is too boring. Do it over now. I know you're doing your research, but you know that's not enough. Next time, bring something that you know will sell.
Yes, ma'am. This beautiful woman is Chizuru Rukawa. She was extra tough when it came to work. With her cool stare and cool tone, she was known as the Demon Chief.
If you're struggling, talk to someone. I know you can do it. I only give you work that I believe you can do.
She talked like she expected things from me, but can I really propose what I want? After Showa-san hurt me, I couldn't tell if my thoughts and feelings about food were right. But I knew I had to change, so I was frazzled. A few days later, I was called out by Chizuru. We were at an izakaya. Yikes, what is it? Is she gonna yell at me?
Tanabe, I'll be direct. What are you afraid of?
What?
I still remember when I talked to you in your interview.
I vaguely remembered a beautiful person interviewing me, so that was her.
I felt like you not only loved Hanamaru's products, but cooking and food. You were so different.
I was desperate to find a job then. I remember pulling out all my knowledge from high school and getting passionate. Oh, I was desperate to get a job.
Idiot. I think I can tell whether that's the truth or not. The Tanabe at that interview is the real you. But now, it's like you're lost.
Lost. It was exactly how I felt. I gulped. She sees through everything. This is kind of dark, but can you hear me out? I have trauma from high school. I spared the details, but I told her about how I was alone and how I got rejected by Showa-san. Since I entered college, my passion for food has gone away. I know that that's not good considering I work for a food manufacturer, but I can't change.
Don't let that terrible woman's words control you and change right now. What's important is what you want to do. Follow your heart for now. Your passion for food is sure to be an asset for Hanamaru. And an asset for you too. The passion you have for food and cooking, you can go all out here. You're not so stupid that you can't understand that that's a great thing, right?
After saying that, Chizuru got a faraway look in her eyes.
My family wasn't that interested in food. So, they were opposed to me entering a food manufacturing company, but they were confused. My family has no clue what I'm talking about when it comes to food, but I don't regret this job. I won't say we're on the same boat, but I'll say this as someone who did what she wanted to do. If you give up on your dreams because of other people, you'll only have regrets.
Her words were as measured and calm as always. That's how I knew she was being honest. Thank you. I felt that she cared even though her words were tough. I felt like I could see the path I should take when she told me these things to my face. As I was talking to Chizuru, Showa-san was at a fancy restaurant with a man.
You always take care of me, and now you're buying me a meal.
I just wanted to take you out for a meal. I appreciate you going out with me like this.
Swan Hotel is my daddy's company's big client. I have to be in your good graces. And if I could just marry the heir to the throne.
Showa-san seemed to have ulterior motives and was lying to this man. But he didn't seem to notice.
I'm happy. Can I call you Tsukasa-san?
Of course! I'll call you Runa-san then! A few months later, I submitted a proposal for frozen bentos to Chizuru. Unlike before, I could say that this was something that I fully used my knowledge and experience for. She seemed to understand from my expression, full of confidence. She smiled as she accepted it.
It fits the trends and the demand, and it's full of your unique ideas. It uses unique ingredients, but it looks good and it's well balanced. Nice! You're finally opening up.
Thank you. Actually, I've researched food pairing theories and taste combinations before. I got into cooking with all kinds of food combinations. That experience helped me. Personally, I recommend the bacon and heavy cream carbonara. Real carbonara doesn't use heavy cream apparently, but I didn't realize Chizuru was taken aback and kept talking. My one-man show continued for a while. The demon chief laughed? She held her stomach and laughed. Now I was taken aback.
I think this frozen bento will work out. Your heart is in it. We're gonna practice our presentation and get it approved in the next meeting.
Okay. Some more time passed and I was 26. In that time, I got my passion for food back. I supported my team and Chizuru and slowly built up my skills. I hope she comes soon. Chizuru invited me out for drinks for the first time in a while. She had to talk to the section chief, so I was here first.
Being with Tsukasa-san makes me so happy.
Me too, Runa. I'm excited for our newlywed life together. I overheard a conversation at the entrance and turned to look. Wait, Showa-san? Showa-san seemed just as surprised, but she quickly put on a smile and talked to me.
Wait, Tanabe-kun? I haven't seen you since high school graduation. How are you?
You know him?
Yeah, my classmate in high school.
She acted like what happened at graduation didn't happen. I was unable to respond. Oh, sorry. It's from work, so I'll go take this. The man left. I turned my face down out of awkwardness.
What's with that reaction? What if he thinks that something happened between us? You really can't read a room.
Showa-san's attitude changed as soon as he left. I was in shock at how quickly the change happened.
Do you still like me? Sorry, I'm engaged to that man.
Hmm?
You know Swan Hotels, the big hotel group? He's the heir. A beautiful, rich heiress like me has to be with someone like that. That means a poor food nerd like you wasn't a match from the start. Know your place and give up on me.
Why did I like this girl in high school? I know I had no experience with girls, but I really had no taste. I was annoyed with my past self. I was about to respond to Showa-san when...
Huh? Is this the girl that rejected you? You like mean pick-me girls?
Chizuru arrived at the bar and snorted at Showa-san.
Huh? Who the hell are you? Oh, sorry. I'm Tanabe's superior, Chizuru Rukawa. My subordinate was being bothered by a weird woman, so I had to come in. What?
She ignored Showa-san, who was shaking with anger.
So, you like this type? You want me to tell you this proposal doesn't match someone like me? Or, your proposal is the best in the office, so know your place.
No, don't make me out to be some kind of masochist. I didn't know if she was being serious or not. Either way, I felt lighter. If I knew she was like this, I would never have liked her. I can't believe myself for not being able to see it. I'd never talked to her really. I guess she just seemed like a nice girl. She called herself beautiful, but next to Chizuru, she seemed less beautiful. The thought crossed my mind, but I held it in. Showa-san was infuriated by what I said.
How dare you! And you! Just because you're a little pretty, don't get cocky. Who do you think I am? I'm the heiress of jerk toiletries and the next first lady of Swan Hotels. I don't know where you two work, but I'm sure it's nothing. I'm above you. Know your place.
So, that's who you really are.
What? Tsukasa-san? This is...
Her fiancé had returned. I guess he had seen what happened. Showa-san was trying to figure out how to cover it up. Her fiancé continued. Chizuru-san's workplace may not be the biggest company. But she's the heiress to Love Koi items. Our fathers are friends, so I know her.
No way! Love Koi Items is a major home improvement store that works with Daddy's company.
Chizuru's father was the head of a big company. And her family was not interested in food. She lived a crazy life before she started living alone.
My big brother is going to take over the company, so it's not my business. If you change your tone because I'm some heiress, I'll be speechless. But I guess I should tell my father about this. That jerk toiletry heiress is going around smearing dirt on the company name. What? Please don't!
Showa-san was desperate, but Chizuru ignored her.
Also, our company is not big. But Tanabe's proposals are really something. The Hanamaru Frozen Bento series? That was his idea.
The frozen bento proposal that I had submitted 2 years ago went through at the meeting. Thanks to the help of the employees, it became a hit product. You always made fun of me, but I succeeded because I was a food nerd. I had passion for food, so I felt strongly about making a good product. Have you accomplished anything in your 26 years of life? You said all that to me, so you're not going to tell me that you're just riding on your parents' coattails, right?
Shut up! Just because you're doing your job well doesn't change the fact that you're just some employee. Don't come at me when you're just some guy.
Stop it! CEO or employee, it just means your role in the company is different. A company can't exist without them. If you can't recognize that, you shouldn't be at the top. I've always been taught that, so our values don't align. I don't think I can be with you. This engagement is off.
What? Then, I have to tell my father everything that happened today. I'll ask him if there's a girl that's good for Tsukasa. Wait, you're gonna tell him about me? Daddy will get mad at me. You're an adult. Clean up your own messes.
After that, we all left her there. Later, her father found out that Showa-san's engagement was called off and about her scuffle with Chizuru. She was kicked out of the house for causing trouble to Swan Hotels and Love Koi items. Yow! Look what you've done! She found a job, but her selfish attitude caused her to get fired during her trial period. Now, she lives a life vastly different from her heiress days. Meanwhile, I got an award for the Hanamaru Frozen Bento products.
Congrats! You might surpass me soon.
I don't know. No matter what, I'll always be grateful for everyone and for you.
You should say that you're going to beat me no matter what. Well, I won't let you through. But yes, your properness. I like that about you.
My heart raced at the word like. With her by my side, my anxiety disappeared. Chizuru Rukawa, I've always liked you. Please, go out with me. I couldn't hear anything around me from the nerves, but I heard her voice clearly.
Yes, I'd be happy to. I've liked you since I saw how passionate you were at the interview.
What? Being passionate about something is something you should never make fun of, even if you don't understand it. That person needs that passion to move forward, and it can lead to the world becoming a better place. From the bottom of my heart, I want people to be able to talk about their passions and dreams without any hesitation.
A reunion of our colleagues from Love Koi Technology. Cheers! My name is Yugo Takehara. I used to work at a corporate software company called Love Koi Technology. I was a sales rep, 28 years old. Now, I've quit and started working as a freelancer. It's been a year since you left, huh? How's it going since you went freelance? How's the income? He's Tomohito Oba, my colleague from Lovekoi Technology and an engineer. He's also today's organizer. I'm managing somehow. My income's about the same as when I was a company employee. At first, it was really tough, but lately, things have been going well. As I said that, another voice cut in from the side.
Seriously? That's lame. Why even go freelance then?
Her name is Misato Kishine, a colleague of mine, also in sales.
Freelancing has no stability, no social security, and no company brand backing you up, right? So the only advantage you have is income. But if it's the same as before, aren't you just worse off now?
Hey Kishine, that's a bit harsh.
What? It's just the truth, isn't it? You left because of the SO Arc incident, but I actually boosted my reputation with it. So now it's clear which choice was the right one, isn't it?
Just as Kishine Misato said, she was one of the few in the sales department who managed to meet their targets during the SO Arc ordeal, skyrocketing her evaluation. I didn't leave because of income issues. I just wanted to prioritize what I really wanted to do. Kishine Misato, perhaps interpreting my words as an excuse, smirked triumphantly and moved to another table. The SO Arc incident that Kishine Misato mentioned, that was the major event that led to my decision to quit. The SO Arc software was a project that was flawed right from the planning stage. In this industry, there are projects that, in hindsight, make you wonder how no one stopped them. Yet, they somehow make it through all the checkpoints and get released. The initial concept was faulty, leading to repeated spec changes, each time making the deadlines tighter. And to meet the deadlines, more spec changes were made, creating a hellish schedule. As a result, the SO Arc was released full of bugs, and naturally, it was met with a storm of complaints from customers.
Takehara-san, what's going on? I trusted you because you said it was fine.
I sincerely apologize! I knew SO Arc was a subpar product, but still, I sold it for the sake of meeting my quotas. But every time I sold it, I was met with customer outrage. The company's reputation plummeted, and everyone became miserable. What am I even selling this product for? People, the company, the clients. Every time I sell this, everyone ends up worse off. Does this job even have any meaning? Unable to take pride in my work anymore, I soon decided to quit. That really was a hellish project for everyone involved. As we recalled those times, we talked it over, feeling a bit nostalgic. Since then, that producer was transferred to a rural area. The company, honestly, we've lost some clients, but we are gradually bouncing back. Hearing that puts my mind at ease. Honestly, I was worried about you guys. We are worried when we heard you were going freelance too. But it's good to know you're doing well. Earning the same as you did as a company employee is impressive. Certainly, it's not easy to earn as much as a freelancer as you did as a full-time employee. I wasn't making much at first, and it really made me appreciate the stability of a regular paycheck. Thank you, Tomohito. I've had my share of struggles, so it means a lot to hear that. Everyone was hurt by that incident, but I'm glad we could check in on each other today and see that we're all okay. The next day, while working in my room, I received a message on my phone.
It's been a while. I actually have something I'd like to discuss. Can we meet up sometime?
Huh? Shirai-san? The sender was Konoka Shirai, a former engineer at Lovekoi Technology and one of her colleagues. She also chose to leave because of the SO Arc incident. I heard she's now working as a freelance engineer. By the way, I heard before that she and Tomohito have known each other for a long time and are pretty close.
Yesterday, Tomohito-kun told me about you, Takehara-kun. You're freelancing now, right?
Yeah? And you too, right, Shirai-san?
Well, things haven't been going too well. Takehara-kun, could you give me some advice, if you're free?
Of course, we both went through the same struggles with SO Arc. And so, we arranged to meet up in a few days. A few days later, we met up at a cafe and spent some time reminiscing about the SO Arc incident. I see. That incident left you traumatized, making it hard to assert yourself with clients.
Exactly. I'm scared they'll yell at me again, just like that producer did back then. And I underestimated freelancing. I thought as long as I could code, I'd be fine.
I get that. With so many people going freelance now, there's more demand, which makes it even tougher. Shirai-san was originally a very capable engineer. She was beautiful, had a great personality, was meticulous in her work, and was well liked by everyone. But her seemingly smooth-sailing career as an engineer took a sharp turn during the SOARC incident. Shirai-san would have quickly realized that it was an unreasonable project. As the release date approached, she knew the quality was terrible.
Producer, we can't release it at this stage. We need to delay it.
Shut up! If we delay it, my promotion will be at risk. We'll fix the bugs later with support. Just sell it already. Budget constraints, new product launches by competitors. There were reasons, but the person in charge at the time refused to delay, fearing the blame would fall on them. They pushed for release, insisting there were no issues with the quality.
The ones who bore the brunt of that were you guys in sales, right? You had to sell that product.
It wasn't just us who had it tough. After that, the trust the company had built crumbled, and many people ended up leaving, mentally drained. Shirai-san was one of them. Since she was involved in the development, she felt even more responsible.
Takehara-kun, were you okay? You quit because of SOARC, right?
To be honest, it did get to me, but going freelance wasn't just because of that. I wanted more freedom. I wanted to only sell projects and products that I truly believed in.
That's amazing. I couldn't think like that. I just wanted to escape. But even the freelancing I ran too isn't going well. Still, I want to make it as a freelancer. If I could just make about 200,000 yen a month, I'd be satisfied. I just want to create something I'm proud of and make my clients happy.
The seriousness in Shirai-san's gaze as she said that hit me, and I straightened up.
Please. You're doing well as a freelancer, Takehara-kun. Could you teach me how to do the same? My savings are almost gone and I have no other options. I'll make sure to pay you, so please, help me.
As she bowed her head, I stood up and gently urged her to lift her head. Consulting isn't my main job, and I'm not an engineer, so I can't guarantee success. Is that still okay?
Yes, that's fine. Thank you. I'm counting on you.
And so, I began consulting for Shirai-san. After that, I took on the role of consulting Shirai-san once or twice a week. I told her it was fine without payment, but Shirai-san insisted, so we agreed on a performance-based payment model. Relying solely on crowdsourcing sites for projects isn't very practical in the long run. Like many beginners, Shirai-san had a portfolio, but she was only registered on crowdsourcing sites. It's good for building a portfolio, but for someone like Shirai-san, who already has experience from her previous job, it's not the best fit. Using connections from your previous job is one option. Also, you should register on this site with higher rates and open a social media account. Also, you should develop your sales skills, which includes negotiation skills. If you combine those with your current abilities, in this age of labor shortages, you should be in high demand. To start, you should study some psychology. I'll lend you a recommended book, so you can start by learning the basics.
Takehara-kun, this is amazing! Thanks to you, I'm getting flooded with project requests. My schedule is booked solid for the next 2 months, and the rates are so high.
My prediction was spot on. Within 3 months, Shirai-san was overwhelmed with job offers. Considering Shirai-san's track record and potential, this was only natural.
You're incredible, Takehara-kun. As expected of a top-notch sales rep who was awarded many times, you're also a first-rate consultant.
No, it's all thanks to your abilities, Shirai-san. It's amazing that you improved your sales skills in just 3 months. But those awards, that takes me back. Back then, I was only focused on numbers, selling whatever product came my way. Another month with Takehara at the top of the sales ranking.
No one can beat him.
Takehara-kun, we are counting on you in the future too. The expectations and praise from those around me gave me a sense of fulfillment, knowing my efforts were contributing to many people's happiness. I believed without a doubt that this was my calling, what I truly wanted to do. But after the SO arc incident, I lost pride in my work and quit. And now, seeing Shirai-san spread her wings on her own, I felt like I was learning something about myself. I think what I really wanted was not just to sell things, but to help people through selling. The numbers are just a result of that. Kishino-san pointed out my income the other day, but just chasing numbers isn't the point. Through consulting Shirai-san, I've come to understand myself better too. Thank you.
Hey, Takehara-kun.
After a brief pause, a small gentle voice called my name.
I feel like I've regained my pride in my work thanks to you, Takehara-kun. If it wasn't for you, I'd probably still be stuck, unable to move forward. So thank you again. Talking like this on the phone is nice, isn't it? I'd like to do this more, even when it's not about work.
I was glad we were on the phone because her words made my face heat up. One day, Shirai-san was in contact with Tomohito, updating him on a recent situation. I see. It's good to hear that things are going well.
It's all thanks to you for introducing me to Takehara-kun, Tomohito-kun. Thank you so much.
Oh, don't mention it. You helped me out a lot when we were working together too. But more importantly...
What?
Just between you and me, Shirai-san, haven't you fallen for Yugo? He's the kind of guy who grows on you the more you get to know him.
What do you mean by that? Did I say something out loud?
No, but you pretty much confessed just now.
You tricked me!
Hey, don't pin that on me! Meanwhile, I was sneezing mysteriously around that same time. Apparently, they were to blame. So, how's your income been lately? Has it stabilized?
It's more than stabilized. I'm now making as much as Takehara-kun.
As much as Yugo? That's incredible! Looks like I've got to step up my game too. For Tomohito, this was probably just a casual conversation. A few days later, Kishine Misato wasn't pleased when she heard about this from Tomohito.
What? Konoka Shirai's doing well lately?
Yeah, Yugo's been consulting her one-on-one, and it seems to be working wonders. Well, she was already capable, so I guess she's finally hitting her stride with a good partner. Now, she's apparently making as much as Yugo.
Konoka Shirai. She's always been a thorn in my side. Just because she's a little pretty, everyone fawns over her. I thought she'd fallen off after going freelance. And now this guy's gone and ruined everything. Ugh. But if she's making the same as Takehara-kun, doesn't that mean she's just on par with us? So it's not that big of a deal.
No! Earning as much as a full-time employee while freelancing is quite a feat. The level of trust isn't the same to begin with. And Yugo was the ace of sales, so he must have been earning at least twice as much as we did. You would know that better than anyone, being in sales yourself.
What?
As Tomohito said, at Lovekoi Technology, sales reps received commissions in addition to their base salary. This didn't apply to Kishine Misato, whose sales performance was always poor due to her laziness, except during the SO arc incident. But at that time, I was making significantly more than my colleagues.
So that means Konoka Shirai is...
It seems so. That's why they're both considering incorporating. What's wrong with you? You seem off.
She's making twice as much as me? I can't stand that! In that case... Sorry, I just remembered something I need to take care of.
Hey, Kishine-san?
If I remember correctly, our subcontractors started outsourcing work to Konoka Shirai recently. I haven't done business with them before, haven't I? Here it is. Hello! This is Kashini from Lovekoi Technology. Long time no talk. I have a matter I'd like to discuss regarding staffing for that project. Could we arrange a time to meet soon? Next Friday, 7 p.m.? Yes, that works. Let's meet near your company's nearest station.
Tomohito secretly observed Kishine Misato's suspicious behavior from the shadows. Kishine-san was acting weird, so I followed her. Staffing issues? Why would she? What's going on? A few days later, Kishine Misato met with a producer from the subcontractor in a private room at a restaurant.
So, Kashini-san, what is it you wanted to discuss? Well, it's about that freelance engineer, Konaka Shirai, whom your company is outsourcing work to? Yes, that's correct. Is there a problem? I'd like you to stop outsourcing to her. Can you do that? May I ask why? Well, I can't go into details, but we've discovered that she's a problematic individual. We currently have a 1-year contract with her. Perhaps after that. No! I want you to stop immediately! But shouldn't your company issue a formal directive regarding staffing changes? No, I can't do that. I'd like you to make the decision yourself without involving the company.
Kishine Misato's incoherent request made the producer suspicious.
I'm afraid that's impossible without a valid reason. It could damage our reputation. And besides, Shirai-san is a competent engineer with excellent communication skills. If we were to remove her, we'd need to find a replacement. And with the current schedule... Everyone's always going on about Shirai this and Shirai that. It's so irritating. Of course I wouldn't ask for this without offering something in return.
With that, Kishine Misato took a brown envelope out of her bag and handed it to the woman.
This is information about a new product that our company will be announcing soon. If you use this information wisely, it could bring you considerable benefits. Kishine-san, are you sure this is okay? As long as no one finds out, it's fine. We both win, don't we? Are you worried about the risks? Don't be. I'm very discreet. I've never been caught before. I see.
The woman let out a deep sigh at that moment. Sorry to interrupt your conversation.
What are you two doing here?
Tomohito and I appeared at the door, catching Kishine Misato off guard. Yes, after growing suspicious of her, Tomohito started investigating Kishine Misato. That's when he caught her secretly printing confidential company documents. What should we do? We don't have solid proof, but this seems... She's making a move next Friday, right? Yeah, that's what she said. Then we've only got one shot to catch her in the act. I'll go with you, and we'll stake it out. The company she's meeting with is...
It's been a while, Takehara-san. Thank you for your help back then.
The producer smiled at me and bowed politely. I nodded back. That's right. The company she was meeting with was one I had brought on as a client. I knew the producer personally. That's why Tomohito consulted me, even though I'm no longer with the company, and why I came along today. We grew suspicious of Kishine's actions and took the liberty of listening to your conversation. We apologize on behalf of our company for the actions of our employee. We'll be reporting all of this to our supervisors.
I see. I was planning to report this to your company and cancel our contract. But I'll leave it to you. Let's continue our partnership for now. I can't refuse when Takehara-san asks.
Oh, thank you very much! Tomohito and I expressed our gratitude. Everything was falling into place, and when we finally looked up, what we saw next was, of course... Well, Kishine-san, it's settled then. We'll be reporting this to the higher-ups. We recorded the entire conversation. We'll also be taking those documents. Kishine Misato trembling as she imagines the consequences.
Oh, what? You've got to be kidding me. You're the one who's kidding, Kishine-san. What you've done is insider trading. It's a serious crime.
I've suspected something was off with you for a while. You've always had poor sales performance, but you somehow managed to close big deals when it counted. You were acting weird the other day too, and now I knew it. Is this how you met your targets during the SOARC incident too? If that's the case, it explains how someone who was always struggling suddenly managed to meet their targets then.
Shut up! You wouldn't understand being a top performer. That Konaka Shirai. Just because she's capable and a bit pretty, everyone fawns over her. So I just did what I could to take credit. What's wrong with that?
Everyone was thoroughly disgusted by Kishine Misato's self-centered reasoning. Of course it's wrong. It's a crime. My words left Kishine Misato powerless, her head hanging low. After that, her illegal activities were exposed, and Kishine Misato was arrested by the police. Naturally, she was fired with cause, and faced a hefty lawsuit from the company. Furthermore, the clients involved in the illegal deals were also uncovered, leading to a scandal that made it onto the news.
What? What am I supposed to do with my life now?
Even if she serves her sentence, it's uncertain whether she'll ever be able to return to society. Later, I reported the outcome of the situation to Shirai-san.
Thank you so much, Takehara-kun. I can't believe they were trying to get rid of me for such a reason.
Fortunately, it seems the company wasn't involved in any illegal dealings with Kishine-san. So they'll continue their contract with you.
Do you think Tomohito-kun will be okay? And to love Koi Technology?
Leaving things as they were wasn't an option anyway. Tomohito said he'll handle it. He'll be fine. He's already proven himself capable. And that goes for you too, Shirai-san. I don't think you need my help anymore. With where you are now, I think you can handle things on your own without my consulting. Congratulations on incorporating your business, by the way. Yes, Shirai-san and I recently incorporated our businesses. It's a bit lonely, but it's inevitable that she would outgrow my help someday. When I said that, Shirai-san blushed and looked up at me.
If it's okay with you, from now on, instead of as a consultant, I'd like you to stay by my side as my partner. As a gift for our incorporation. How does that sound?
Ugh. Caught off guard for a few seconds by Shirai-san's blush and upturned eyes, I quickly returned her smile. If you pursue what you truly want to do, you'll end up forming invisible bonds with others through your work. I vowed to cherish the bond that had formed between Shirai-san and me.